Hi, I'm Mark. This is Mark's Tech Vlogs on YouTube, and a few weeks ago I did an unboxing and setup video for the Philips Hue light sensor, which is an accessory to go with the Philips Hue lighting range. I've been using the sensor for a couple of weeks, and so today I'm going to bring you a review of this little device. So let's start off with the spec. The Hue motion sensor is a wireless device that takes two AAA batteries. On the Philips Hue website they claim in the spec that these will last between 2 to 3 years. Obviously I can't test this, but I have no reason to disbelieve them. The sensor has both daylight and movement sensors built in with a detection range of 100 degrees. It also has a range of 5 meters. On top of that, it's IP42 certified, which means effectively it's spray proof, but it's not waterproof. If you want to pick one of these up, it will cost you around £35. Now let's talk about the design of this little device. The motion sensor is really quite small, and in fact it's a lot smaller than I expected it to be. However, even in a corner of a room, you can still notice it, so it's not a completely inconspicuous device. When it comes to fitting the device, it can be placed on a wall or a ceiling using a kit that comes with it for fitting, or it can just be placed freestanding on a surface. Next, setup and usability. Setting up the sensor is really easy. You just need to follow the instructions that come with it and the on-screen instructions when you go into the app. As part of this setup process, you link it to a room or a light bulb, and then you put all kinds of different settings in. For example, you might tell it to not switch on the lights during the day, in which case you'll be using a daylight sensor for it to know that it's daylight. Likewise, you might set the brightness to different levels depending on the time of day. For example, if it's a bathroom or hallway light, you probably don't want it to come on to full during the middle of the night. On top of that, you set up some of your other options. For example, for the light to switch off after 5 minutes of detecting no motion. It does dim first, so you get a warning, and you're going to want to adjust this depending on how long you want the light to stay on for. You'll also want to play with the motion sensitivity, so for example, if you're using it in a bathroom, it doesn't switch off halfway through a shower. All in all, I found that once some of these settings have been tweaked slightly, it's been a really useful device to have around, and I've had no problems with it at all. And in fact, it's a brilliant thing to have in my bathroom. It is, however, worth noting that this probably isn't something you're going to buy for every single room. So actually, I can't see the point of having one in my living room, because whilst it might be useful to switch on the lights when I get home at night, what I don't want to happen is to be sat around watching TV and for the lights to go off because I haven't moved. So what's the verdict on this little piece of kit? For £35, what you get is a motion sensor that's slightly more expensive than a hardwired one you can pick up from a DIY store, but it's much easier to set up and to control and to adjust. As a device, I find that it's really responsive, it works every time, and it's an incredibly useful thing to have. And so I'd highly recommend that you pick up one of these if you've got the Philips Hue setup. Hope you guys have found this video helpful, and I'll see you guys again soon.